So, something has been weighing on my mind a lot lately. I've had two very stressful, almost anxiety-inducing episodes whilst being here in Japan for the past, 6, 7, 8 months while I've been here. And none of them have had anything to do with culture shock or cultural differences. Culture is not related in this case. What it has more to do with is language, which I guess is a part of culture, but I'm focusing on language in this video, not necessarily culture as a whole. Anyways, I want to talk about making close friends here in Japan. In America, anyone you meet, basically, is your friend. Especially if you add them as a friend on Facebook. And I've considered nearly everyone I've met here in Japan, both Japanese people and foreign students studying abroad in Japan like me, my friends. I consider them all my friends. And making friends is easy, relatively easy, but making close friends, good friends, best friends even, that's hard. I feel like it's a challenge and it's something that really happens almost beyond your control. It's something that kind of just has to happen. And lately I've been getting really close to the other study abroad students who come here to this university. They're not Japanese. I've been getting really close to them, and I even consider some of them now to be some of my best friends. Really close personal friends. I, however, can't say the same for my Japanese friends that I've made over here. You see, there's a few of them that I want to be closer to. I want to be better friends with. I want to be some of them I want to be best friends with, but for a number of reasons, I can't. And in this video, I'm going to try to explain some of those reasons. These are really complicated thoughts of mine, and it's going to be really confusing, but I'm going to try to explain it the best I can in this video, so please bear with me. And keep in mind, this doesn't apply to all Japanese. This is specifically my situation. You may have a completely different result. If you've come to Japan and studied and made lots of Japanese friends, maybe different, but this is my experience so far. Of course, this may change way down the road. I'm hoping it does, and I'm hoping to make a response video to this much later, but we'll see. As I said before, there are a few Japanese friends that I have that I would like to be much closer, much more personal to, Nothing romantic, just, lining all the time, Facebooking, sending memes, just going over to their place or them coming over and just hanging out, That's what I call a best friendship. Like, you and your best friend should, in America at least, that's normal for best friends to do. They're always hanging out, always communicating, always talking. These close best friends that I have are people that I could just be myself with all the time, just joke constantly. They don't mind me talking to them constantly. I don't mind them talking to me constantly. We just love each other's company. It's as simple as that. Mind you, I've already made these kinds of friends with the other foreign students studying abroad with me here at the Japanese university. And you may blame Japanese culture for some of this, but as I said before, culture really has nothing to do with this. Instead, it's all more to do with language, communication. All of those non-Japanese close personal friends that I've made recently, they all speak English relatively well, pretty fluently actually. And because of that, we can communicate back and forth easily, fluidly, quickly, no problem. This makes the conversation just go really smoothly, and everyone is included. When I'm with my Japanese friends, however, they don't speak a language that I know well enough for any of that to happen. And I don't really speak Japanese enough to communicate with them like that. My Japanese is definitely not strong enough for me to say exactly what's on my mind, or for me to communicate exactly what I want or exactly what I'm thinking. Things are always lost in translation, and I can't communicate exactly what I want to communicate yet. Because of this, I can't talk to my Japanese as freely as I can with the other foreign students here, the other close personal foreign friends that I've made here. And if you haven't figured this out yet, communication is the biggest key to any relationship, whether it be romantic or platonic. This also applies to friendships. Close, deep, personal friendships are built on constant communication. Deep communication. Personal communication. The biggest example would be like with your best friend, and you're talking about this girl you like, or you ask them like, who you interested. That's really personal. That's really not something you would share with someone you just friend requested on Facebook. And at one point I started to see this with one of my Japanese friends, only to see it gradually fade away recently. I wanted to be good friends with this person for a while, and I actually planned on really working towards making this friendship a success. But as I tried, I kind of found myself, I think I was annoying them with too many line messages or too many invitations to do things. And what really kills my confidence in whether or not this friendship will ever go deeper, will ever be more personal, is when we're in a group with just Japanese speakers. In that situation, all of the Japanese speakers in the group begin to speak Japanese at full native speed, complete with all the colloquial expressions, all the slang, everything. And when that happens, I just fall silent and wander in my own thoughts in English alone. I'm really just not up to par when it comes to following a conversation like that. As it is now, I can barely comprehend what most native speakers are saying to me personally, directly. And every time I go through a situation like this, afterwards I just feel so depressed. I just feel so down, and I feel like everything is just hopeless. Lately, I have had absolutely no confidence in my Japanese abilities, as well as the possibility of ever making close personal friends with any Japanese. Anyways, the icing on the cake is when I see another foreign student come and start to speak with that target Japanese friend that I want to be closer to. That foreigner has been in Japan longer than me and is therefore much better and more proficient in Japanese than I won't want to say that I will ever be, but than I am right now. And they can speak pretty fluently, and they have no problems communicating what they want to say. They have no problems communicating what is on their mind, and they have no issues with receiving any Japanese as well. They can hear and understand pretty much everything. As a result, they can communicate with the target Japanese friend and just have a fluid conversation, knocking me out and just leaving me on the side in silence. But the best part is when I realize this much better proficient foreign student's relationship with the target Japanese friend, who isn't even their best Japanese friend. Like, I know that I am referring to two people specifically, the foreign friend and the specific Japanese target. This foreign friend has already a Japanese friend who they're very tight with already. Like, they're great friends. And I look at target Japanese friend and I look at foreign friend. They're already much closer than I am with target Japanese friend. So it's a giant downer, and it's very complicated, and I'm sorry if I didn't explain my feelings right, or I'm sorry if you got confused, and I wouldn't totally mind, if you thumb down this video, whatever, but these are my feelings. And lately I've been kind of depressed about it, I wouldn't say clinically depressed, but very otsukonderu, very sad, very down about it. And I've been telling myself that maybe I should just give up trying to make close personal friendships with Japanese for now. I plan on staying in Japan and becoming more and more fluent, and of course I will be at a level where communication will be easier, much easier, where I can communicate near fluently to any Japanese. And, I'm thinking that's gonna take a while, but I just want it to happen right now. I want a close personal. I just want a best Japanese friend. But it's just not possible right now. And some of you are probably thinking, why the heck does he want this specific target Japanese to be, good friends with, best friends with? Won't any of them do? Well, no. Have you ever just met someone and you just clicked and you thought, wow, that is someone I want to hang out with all the freaking time. Like, they're so cool and their personality really is similar to mine and matches mine. We have similar interests. It would be almost a waste not to get to know this person and almost become great friends, if not best friends with them. I can see myself hanging out with this one target Japanese all the time. Just doing whatever we wanted, whatever popped into our heads at the moment. I can see that happening. But I see it happening much further in the future when I'm better at Japanese. That's what I see in a few of my close friends here that I've already made with the other foreign students studying in Japan. These qualities. And yes, we've gotten close, thankfully. And the close friendship has worked so far. And really, it's my only motivation for choosing for feeling like certain people would be great best friends to have, I don't know. What do you guys think? These are just my feelings. I've been rambling. I'm sorry for such a long video. Do you guys have similar thoughts, feelings, advice even? Just leave them in the comments below. If you even have suggestions for future videos for my channel, leave them in the comment section below. And as always, peace guys.